Saturday, April 24th, 2021, was the UK's first official Blossom Watch Day. Organised by the National Trust, people were encouraged to share images of blossom along with their respective locations to help analyse the variation of the season and, most importantly, enjoy the wonder of spring as a nation. Whilst addressing the US Leaders' Summit on Climate, China's President Xi said China wanted to foster greater harmony between man and nature. But Mr. Xi did not update China's existing climate commitments, which are to reach peak emissions by 2030 and hit net zero by 2050. A study released in April 2021 has provided clear evidence that whilst mining capacity in the production of lithium batteries meets current requirements, if targets on the sale of electric cars is to achieve the goals set, they must be substantially increased. The fear is that once nations ban diesel and petrol cars from 2030, battery production could well be insufficient. Welcome again to the Prime8 News. It is nice to be back with you after a most pleasant tour of the island of Primasia on board the Tres Hombres. This will be the last time the ship is used for inter-island transportation, as we will be commissioning our HMS Beagle replica, originally manufactured on Mooland Island, from here on. Big Tic, as you know, is on his way round the land of humans on a mission of environmental discovery. His electric camper van was a splendid investment. 1,000 Darwiniums well spent in my book. According to Tic's notes, we will have sight of his first journal in partnership with Tiny Tiger. Let me find Tiny on here.
Professor Prawn, a pleasure to hear from you. Nice holiday?
Yes, thank you, Tiny. Although Icica was extremely chilly. Anyway, please can you present Tic's first journal?
Certainly. Here we go. On the surface, an ant's nest can look fairly small. Sometimes just a mound is visible. In this instance, the ants were using a paving slab as a kind of heating conducting roof. In larger nests, there can be as many as 250,000 of these little guys and girls, all with their own jobs and duties. However, the real secret is what lies underneath, as the surface is just the top of a huge internal cavern. Let us take a closer look inside, which is effectively a huge nursery to raise baby ants. And lots of them too.
Goodness, I had no idea, Tiny.
Their mother, the queen, roams the nest, laying sometimes over 1,000 eggs in just one day. For the babies to survive, temperature control is essential. As the ants don't have access to air conditioning, they build their nest in a kind of ice cream shape. The top of the ice cream receives the heat from the sun and then disperses it through a huge series of chambers. The ants move the eggs around to achieve the best ambient temperature.
Most impressive.
In the footage Tic sent, you can see the ants immediately moving the eggs below, which in some instances can be up to 2 meters deep. This shuffling process is a constant feature throughout the various tunnels. The various tunnels lead to an assortment of chambers, where the ants rest and eat too. I doubt they have fast food chains down there though. These guys and girls are far too switched on for that.
Perhaps Dick and Simon could open a yum restaurant down there.
One other very important feature of any nest is the forager tunnels, horizontal pathways that can run up to over 150 square meters of land. These are close to the surface but allow the forager ants to search for tasty snacks and avoid any likely danger. There are, of course, natural predators that will enter the nest. These cannot be avoided, and there will sadly be the effects of oblivious humans too, or natural events like floods that will disturb the nest. In these instances, the ant's only option is to move out and start all over again. However, these guys and girls are supercharged and can rebuild meters of new tunnels literally overnight.
Goodness me, Tiny, what a comprehensive job you and Tick have done. I must congratulate Anne and her two brothers on their valuable input and most fine sketches.
Most welcome, Professor. It was a real pleasure. Until we talk again, goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Tiny. The word of the week today is organisation, an articulate group of people or creatures with a particular purpose. Please be kind enough to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And keep those comments coming in too. We will be addressing one subscriber's question next week. This was the Prime8 News with me, Professor Patrick Prawn. I have to be honest, all those pictures of ants has made my feelers all itchy.